Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2018 Career Mode, episode number 88. We're still in La Vuelta. It's stage 12 of 21. Not much happening in this 12th stage. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one off camera, and then we will continue on with our journey. Next up will be stage 13. And we get back to some serious contention with that one, though not a major climb. Definitely a short one, but very steep. Again on 14. 15, a bit longer. It's stage 12. It's that stage that I was going to skip past, but two things have happened. One, we got a peloton down to 34, and I was already on the verge of bringing it back. Breakaway is down to 6 riders. They have a minute and a half lead. It's not going to be an easy catch. But then this just happened, just now. Hamilton for Vecchi caught up in a crash that's taking out half of the 34 riders. Moss, Nibley, Uran, Donovan. Looks like Otto's about to get caught up in it, but we are at the back end of this crash, and yeah, this is not good. More riders getting caught up in it. There's Vervecchi back on his bike. Now for Vecchi, DeVos and Swerble are into this group. Perfect timing on those guys. They are going to have to work their butts off to pull us back up. For Vecchi, you're no longer on protection. These guys are going to have to work as hard as they can, pulling us back. And then Hamilton, just kind of hold position near the front. See, Swerble looks like he's going to slip. We've almost got it back. We've almost got it back. I think we're going to get back on. Okay, it's back together. It is back together. Well, that is certainly good for us. Conchi is still up here. Conchi is still fresh. And we're going to move back into protecting Hamilton. DeVos, Swerble, good timing on them not getting dropped too long before and coming just back at us to catch up as we were getting back on our bikes. Conchi's in good shape. Hamilton's okay still. We didn't bury him to get him back up here. I'm guessing some of the others may have. It also looks like it has given a few riders. There goes for Vecchi. Okay, Conchi, it's going to be your turn now. I would imagine a few riders are going to be like for Vecchi. A few contenders, possibly. Guys hanging on at the back that didn't have a teammate around them. Buried themselves a little bit. Be nice. We have Yates still off the front. That little attack there, but here we go, the next climb. Same steepness, same length. Levels off a little bit in that little cookie cutter fashion for the final few climbs, but we'll be just fine. And hello, we have a group of 6. And Yates going into the attack. Restructure, 99. Hamilton, follow Conchi. Conchi, get a move on, use your gel. Get out there and then work, buddy, work. I would love to see a little separation there. And there is a little separation, but not in the way we wanted it. Okay, gel just now kicking in. Here comes that little cookie cutter area. 3 riders away. Now Conchi, speed it up again. And give Hamilton a chance. 6.5K to go. And Conchi's done. Hamilton in a good place over the top. That's 2 riders away. There's the breakaway. 4.5K. I can't believe we have not seen some sort of time gap created. I mean, this group's thinning out more and more. But it's 27 riders. 3K to go. And here's the next attack. Bernal. No. You know what? Hamilton does not have the anything left to attack with. But now that it's the final K, now he can go. Alright, let's go, Hamilton. I don't think we'll have time gaps, but maybe there is 9 seconds. Sagan takes third on the stage, behind Bardet and Bernal. Excuse me. Oh, it's a double. Hamilton takes 15th on the stage, but more importantly, he does not lose time after the crash. That was the big concern when he went down, that it was going to be a little too late in the stage with groups a little bit too small, that we weren't going to be able to pull them back. But I think the front group did a good job because they seemed closer to the breakaway when the crash happened. So either the chase went out of their legs without teammates in support, or I think the more likely culprit is the reality that they actually sat up a little bit. It didn't let the race be determined by a crash. That is definitely one of my favorite unwritten rules of the sport, is the comprehension that we want to beat you legitimately. And then there was that whole steroid era where that all made perfectly imperfect sense. No. This one won't go there with that conversation, but yeah. Okay, same time, no gap, 27 riders. Doesn't change anything. We're at 3:15. Simon Yates in the race lead. Roglic, Quintana, Bardet, Izagirre, Bernal, Nibali, Yates, Donovan, Moss in the top 10 ahead of us. We're just 20 seconds out of the top 10, and we're starting to open a bit of a cushion behind us. Solomon not too far back, but then it's a big drop. 2 minutes to Ben King. This final climb for the stage is making me pretty nervous at this point. The pace here in the peloton has been really, really high. It actually just leveled off a little bit. They've slowed up 2 or 3 kilometers an hour, and it's allowed a few riders to recover a little bit. Swerble was one of those. He was fading. He was on the verge of getting dropped, and you can see that there's actually a good number of riders like Swerble who are really struggling. And we're seeing a little acceleration here by Gesink. Robert Gesink pulling off the front. There are 3 riders left in the break. They only have just over a minute, and this is a late charge trying to take the stage. Hamilton's in good shape. Conchi not. Conchi, if you look, he actually has the medical symbol. He is ill. So he came down ill in between the last episode and this episode where we were. So that last stage he was ill. I got the email back on the state of his health, and it turns out that it's just a cold. But it's actually a bad enough cold that Conchi would actually prefer to abandon the race. So Conchi is at that, he feels like death and would rather go home. Now, if it was anyone other than Hamilton, Conchi, or Swerble, even if it was DeVos, I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, let's send him home and not risk getting everyone else in the group sick. But because it's our second best climber, our best support guy, I'm going to leave him here and hope that he can recover. Hope that he doesn't get everybody else sick, and that he makes it through this sickness into those final days of the stage. So here we go. 3 riders still out front. They've got a minute and a half. We've got 65 in the chasing peloton, and we're about to start going uphill with just 7K to go. Sorbel's already done. He is going backwards. He was the one who was protecting. So let's switch this up. I think Conchi is not going to last very long. I'm going to use him instead of DeVos, and we're going to try to keep DeVos, I guess, behind Hamilton for now. To make sure he's still, there in the right position, which he's not even right now. Wasting his energy trying to get in that right position, but otherwise he's going to be too far behind. And Conchi's already used up, like I figured he would. 52 riders and counting. Swirble's already out the back. What happened to Veldeman? I put you on auto forever ago. Apparently you didn't get the message. So this is it. Just 2K to go. DeVos is done. And Conchi's basically done. Okay, the breakaway is done. 2K to go. Hamilton, use your gel. And this is super steep. Super steep. And we're getting caught behind some slower riders here. Some of that was the breakaway, guys. Oh, come on, Hamilton. Why is the collision thing picking riders up that you're not behind and acting like they're an issue? 9 riders have gotten separation, and we are not in it. Come on! Get through this crowd! You're wasting so much time and energy.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
Okay, we're back together. It's 17 riders now. Bardet takes the stage over Yates. I really hope there's no time gaps here at the front. Bernal, Carapaz, Roglic. That might be a time gap right there. I'd be okay if those guys are a little bit away. Moss, Izaguirre, Kwiatkowski, Yates, Bookman, Quintana, Solomon. There we are with Nibali, Donovan, Uran, Garcia Cortina. There's gaps. That's where gaps really show up. But it's so steep, so spread out. That was actually a pretty big time difference front to back of that group. Hamilton could have been better placed if the collisions just weren't constantly blocking us from forward progress. I should have taken over a little bit sooner and kept him near the front. So that was his position in the pack as much as anything on why he wasn't around 6th or 7th. Energy-wise, he was doing just fine. Made it to the end, going 95, 96, 99. It was very short, but very steep. Didn't know we were coming up on a very skinny road, though. Oh, can't see anything. What about this side? Yeah, a little bit. So in terms of our overall placement, 13th on the stage was not exactly a bad thing. And we definitely had a group. But is half a bike length enough to have a different time? It might be. It might be. Oh, and it definitely was. There's your little gaps. I was saying there might be one after Roglic. And there was another one after Yates, so we end up in the group 34 seconds down. So we did lose some time needlessly. And then guys that were definitely behind us end up in the same group as us. It's funny how that one always happens. Stay in 11th. So now it's still Yates, Bardet, Roglic, all tight-knit group at the front. Quintana and Izaguirre just inside a minute. Bernal just over a minute. And then we get to the 2-minute group. Nibali is now riding solo pretty much, because then you have the 3-minute group. In Yates, Moss, Donovan has moved. No, Donovan was ahead of us already. 25 seconds behind him. And then there's Solomon, and then we're looking at 6 minutes back. So things are much the same after that one, despite a little bit of time loss. 10th as a team. Here's what I was talking about, where he's wondering whether or not it would be wiser to consider abandoning. Long ways to go here in stage 14. Still early on. We've already gone over our highest altitude, but we started at a high altitude. And now that we drop down to the valley, we begin a climb coming off that river road. Category 1, big old steep climb, and you can see it's already doing some damage. And this is the first of 4 back-to-back climbs of relative similarity. First rider is off the back. There's quite a few riders off the front. Big breakaway today. And that damage starting to be inflicted. Cohen hanging back a little bit. Veldeman's back a bit. Simpson's back a bit. Haven't been dropped yet, but Peloton's down to 84. Just 19 of 24 riders left off the front, so we've already caught up to a number of those guys, even though they had a pretty good size break. But it's a big climb. It's a very big climb. Cohen, Simpson, and Veldeman hang on at the back end of the group. That's good. That's good. They'll be allowed to recover and at least help out a little bit on the next climb. 71k to go on the stage. Hamilton's looking good. Conchi's looking pretty good. He's race day condition 0, considering he's ill. It's not bad. Swirble's looking good. Hamilton's a +2. Swirble's a +1. DeVos is a +2. So our better climber guys are in good shape, and their support at least made it through that first climb. I don't think they'll make it through the second climb, especially how tired they are now, but just the fact that they'll give us a little bit more protection before they get dropped is a good thing. That's a definite good thing. So 81 in the peloton chasing those 19. Those 19 never came back together. That's going to make it a little bit easier in the chase. Speed things up till that next climb. We need water. We need water now before we get to it. Who is in good shape? Veldeman. Veldeman's good on the flat. He's quick. He can get there, get back, get through the field quickly. Come on, buddy. Oh, we're already at the base. We're already at the base. He's halfway back through the field. And we're starting to go uphill. That's not good. Simpson's going back. Cohen's going back. Veldeman a little bit late. Let's bring it on home. Staying at ×2 speed. Veldeman gets back. He gets everybody but for Vecchi water. Oh, yeah, everybody but for Vecchi before he ran out of energy, so it seems. Alright, Cohen's done. Simpson is done. Veldeman is done. And then there goes for Vecchi. He is going to be done.
Whoa, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group.
He'll get water himself. So 37, 36 left in the peloton. 12 left off the front. One of them is quite close to being pulled back. The other's just a minute further up the road.
There's an attack in the leading group.
And I'm going to wait to reorganize till we get over the top. You can do it, guys. You can do it. Come on now. We got one fading here. Swerble. Little secondary climb, little saddle. Can you get over the top? Conchi, DeVos, Swerble, all three of you. Hang on. Hang on for dear life. We need you. Hamilton needs you. Hamilton did not make it over that climb very well. 27 riders. There we go. Okay, time to reorganize. Time to reorganize. Swerble. Protect. And DeVos. Protect. So just 27 riders left here. Still quite a few guys ahead of us, minute and a half, so they can still easily be caught over these last two climbs. This next one just a category 3. Oh gosh, look at that final climb. It's black. Yeah, this climb is definitely not as bad as the last two. It might, pace-wise, be enough to destroy DeVos and Conchi, Swerble. Let's see if they get over the top, though. Swerble's close. It's on edge. Seeing a little acceleration from the Skyrider there. Kwiatkowski. 8 riders left off the front. 2.5 minutes. Their gap has opened. How did that happen? We are losing riders. Swerble, DeVos, both fading. Swerble's fading a bit quicker. Yeah, 1k to go. Swerble's not going to make it to the top. DeVos, oh, he's dropped Forehand two. Two guys left. And Conchi just hanging on over the top. And we're down to just 23 riders now. Conchi, your task, if you choose to accept it. Get over your cold. But in the meantime, go protect Hamilton. We will use his gel early. I'm worried he's not even going to make it over those two little humps.
There are just 15 kilometers left.
Before the big climb. But as long as he can give Hamilton a little bit of recovery, so he's back to full yellow before the end, and that's job well done. He's got a little yellow bar now, so Conchi might just make it.
He could go all the way.
That front group, they might stay clear to win the stage. Won't affect the overall. I'm sure they're all well down the order by now. But Hamilton back to full strength. That's what I wanted. Conchi should make it over those little humps. When we get to the top of the first one, I'm going to use his gel. Okay, here we go. Uphill, 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 uphill. And there's the top. Conchi, oh, come on. I thought he was going to make it over the top a little easier than that with the amount of recovery he had. Because there's the second one, and he's right on the edge, and that's about to kick off. Come on, at least kick off for me a little bit. 4K to go. 4K to go. And the gap has come down a lot. 3.5K to go. This is just straight up. It's already 15. Conchi's done. He's going to go backwards.
And they keep on attacking. Anyone that's low on gas,
Hamilton, we're going to just kind of hang on. Valverde is riding off into the sunset. Hamilton getting caught behind breakaway riders. They are all reeled in now. 2.6K. Hamilton, better position here, but I gotta make sure we don't go too far. Whoa, who was that and where did he come from? I thought we had caught all the breakaway riders. Casper Asgreen out front. Now he's reeled in. 1.9K. Hamilton, don't get swallowed up here. This is just 20 riders and we're towards the back end.
There's reports of a group of riders taking
Oof, Feldman going down.
Apparently, they all managed to set off
0.3K Hamilton. Down to 18. 17. 1K to go. Okay, 91. Move up. 16.
A team leader is falling behind. There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
11. Looks like we're in for 12th place here. Catching Moss and Nibley at the end. Bardet's going to take the win. Close for second. It's Yates over Bernal. And then Adam Yates. Aaron Quintana. Roglic. Bookman. Izagira. Donovan, Nibley, Moss, and myself. There's your top 12. Bookman, the only non-top 11 guy there. And then we open up a gap behind us. It's over a minute to Uran Carapaz, Gino Mater, Garcia Cortina. Garcia Cortina losing a little bit of time. Conchi losing a surprising amount of time, crossing the line 35th. DeVos 41st, considering when he got dropped. But if you're ill, you're ill. Not sure if you'll see any time gaps in the first 12. After that, things definitely opened up. I mean, there was a significant gap. Top 12, more or less altogether. But they might give us a time gap or two. You're going up, right? And that's, if anything, I'd say Bardet would have the best chance of a time gap. There could be a time gap to that second group. 4 of us, 9 through 12. Might be a little bit down. Let's see. There it is, 8 through 12. Okay. Bardet doesn't get a time gap. He had the biggest gap of all. Doesn't get it. And then we get 31 seconds down to our group. Minute 9 to those guys. And how are we looking now? Simon Yates still in the lead. Bardet second, 8 seconds behind. Roglic 19 seconds behind in third. Quintana right at a minute. Bernal, minute 21. Izagirre, minute 33. Nibali, 2:40. That's, you can see a real separation in those first 6 now. Nibali, Adam Yates. Kind of no man's land, the two of them. At 4 minutes, we have Enric Mas, Mark Donovan, and then myself, half minute behind Moss. Solomon now 7:02 and Uran 7:13. So the gap has really opened behind me. 2.5 minutes on the backside. Top 10, still very much a possibility for us, but it looks like we might need a little help. Mark Donovan, Enric Mas, and Adam Yates maybe, right? Barry himself, he's not the team leader, he's working for Simon. Maybe that causes him to burn up early on one of these stages and lose some time. Really love to get into the top 10. It does look like the top 15 hopes, though, is looking very likely. At this point, we could still lose a ton of time somewhere, somehow. But we're making really good progress at this point. Just 76 riders in the peloton, not because of the pace, not because of the climbing, but because of the crashes, the rain. It's pulling back together for now. And I was actually a little surprised by that. I think it was the length of the flat section because the gaps were getting big quick. A couple riders have withdrawn from those crashes. No big names, though. And we go up the first of 2 Category 1 climbs. This is actually the same climb twice. So we're going to hit it twice. And then we have a big final climb. And this one's doing some damage. I mean, look at Hamilton near the front. He's holding his position well, but halfway up, he's halfway exhausted. So it is going to definitely leave some riders behind as we go on through. Cohen, done. Elderman, done. Simpson, done. Down to 54 in the peloton. Leaves me 5 guys. Hamilton and Voss are currently riding solo, so let's go ahead and put DeVos on Hamilton. Little intermediate climb here, the biggest one, and we'll be heading back around, looping to hit that climb another time before too long. More crashes. This was already behind the peloton where that happened. 9 riders left in the break. They have 3 minutes still. It's a pretty healthy lead. They have a chance. Definitely have a chance, but I would imagine they'll be caught. Okay, we need water, but I want to wait until the top of the climb to get it. A little late to try to do it now. So 43 riders chasing 9. Summerhill withdrawals for EF Education first. Vervecchi already done. He's going to drift backwards here pretty soon. Let's bring it on down during the climb. Though we will go quickly. There we go. Vervecchi, we'll ride with him as he most likely slides back, but not much pace. You can see Vervecchi's not even going anywhere. Front group's hurting each other, but that's it. We're going nice and slow. Right at the top, things accelerate a bit. Vervecchi gets dropped. Already approaching the top here. DeVos, I was hoping he was going to still be around, but it looks like he's about to go down. He does. That leaves us with 3. Swerble, water. Small group, 33 riders. Oh, and he's caught up in a crash. No! Oh, and DeVos. Even DeVos gets it. Jeez. Vervecchi caught up in it. Conchi, water. Swerble, you're not on water duty anymore. DeVos, you're more fresh than Swerble, actually. You know what, let's just put these guys both on auto. I'm not sure they're going to come back. Down to just 23. Who is in that group? Who got caught up in that crash? Solomon's there. Ben King is there. So guys right behind us in the standings. Garcia Cortina. So the 12th and 13th place riders. There's water. 31K to go.
Several riders are flat on the ground. Certainly some sort of incident.
Conchi's still ill today. Hasn't gotten anybody else sick though. 21 riders now. There's a couple off the back.
In the main bunch.
We approach the climb with 22 in the group and a near 7-minute gap. Breakaways winning the stage today.
He's given up.
Damiano Caruso withdrawn. Jan Izaguirre has fallen. Oh my goodness. Carapaz, Nibali, Bardet, Roglic, all down. Donovan is down. Those are all team leaders. Gegenhardt slows down. These guys are all slowing down. They're doing the right thing. We're just in the group. It's a group of 6. Bernal is here. De La Cruz is here. Valverde is here. Quintana is here. And yes, we are definitely riding slow.
The line is not far off, and the riders are really going to have to hang in there on this climb. And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
It's 2 minutes over the Crashers. Here's the group in front of them. Have they made it back? They have made it back to them. Now they are chasing. We're not attacking. They've pulled back a half a minute. Pulled back 40 seconds now. None of us are attacking. We're just riding along. So yes, we are doing the right thing. We are waiting. We are being patient. This is going to help Hamilton, though. This is going to help Hamilton. They're coming back. 16 riders behind us. We caught a breakaway rider, so we've picked up a man in tow. And it's 14 riders behind us now, so they lost 2 guys. Bernal is attacking. 9.5K to go. Conchi fading. I should have used his gel a while ago. Conchi's dropped. Here's the peloton. Roglic, Carapaz, Gegenhardt, Yates, Bardet, Kwiatkowski, Donovan, and Moss are all that's left. A lot of top riders are gone. Quintana's there. Oh, that is Hamilton. Bernal, a little bit ahead of him. The rest of that group's still around. So Quintana and Valverde, and then Bernal right in front of us. Group of 8 just behind. And they are going backwards. So Hamilton just hanging on here. It's a group of 3. Bernal, Quintana, everybody else behind us. They're both attacking. I'm not staying with that. 5K to go. Gel riding solo right now. Can we catch up to these guys? We might. We might make contact with. Yes, we do. Okay, that was good. That was good. But this is not good. Yellow bar's gone. Red bar kind of just hanging on. We got a big gap over the group behind us with 3.7 to go. But we got to make sure we don't get dropped. And that's the real problem now. 2 riders left off the front. Bookman, Lambrecht. We have no energy left. Jan Izaguirre has withdrawn. This could be decisive. 2.5 2.5K to go. 2 riders at the front have the stage well in hand. The front riders are a minute behind us, the 2 of them. Here's an attack. Bernal. He's going to move up the standings. He is moving up the standings quite a bit. 1K to go. Lambrecht for the stage over Bookman. The late Bjork Lambrecht. Congratulations. Bernal's going to claim 3rd. Quintana. Chernetsky from the break. Asgreen from the break. He's going to help bring us home. We're going to take 7th on the stage, but we are definitely gaining some time over our rivals. Fabro from the break takes 8th. Bardet, just a little acceleration at the end for 9th. Simon Yates. Mark Donovan. Roglic. Here's Enrique Mas in 13th. Bunch of time gained. He's 6 minutes behind. Nibali. Valverde and Carapaz. Kwiatkowski. Good strong finish for the Skyrider there. Gegenhardt. Sky/Ineos rider in real life. De La Cruz. Back to back of those guys. Wilco Kelderman. Claims 20th. There's Conchi in 21st. Wow, so that crash is going to flip this race on its head. We have definitely going to have some changes in the standings. I think we are heading into the top 10 comfortably. Big time gaps. Hamilton's moving up, and we did not attack. We just stayed put. Bernal attacked there at the end before the group got back to him. But we sat up. We didn't sit up quite as much as some of the others, though. Our group's a little further out. But the split already happened. And while the leaders came back, they just didn't have the energy left. So, okay, there's your 2 leaders. 2:38 to Bernal, 2:56, wow, that was significant time gap. So we lost a whole minute to Bernal. 3:29. Okay, Bardet is 4:12, so we gained a good chunk of time on those 3. 4:41, 6:05, 6.5. Bernal tied with Quintana on time. Simon Yates slips to 3rd, 17 seconds behind. Bardet is 25 down. Roglic 105. And then that's it. 5 riders left in contention. I am now in 6th place at 4:06. Wow. Mark Donovan is still close. Nibali is still close. Moss 2 minutes behind. Still in reach a little bit. But those gaps now. Bookman all the way up into 10th place. Bookman has been in the breakaway day after day after day. Ends up with enough time today gained to shoot up from like 20th into the top 10. So he won't be in the break anymore. He's going to have to stay in the peloton. But then Carapaz, 12.5. Solomon, 15. We're not slipping outside of the top 10. That's not going to happen. We have an 8.5 minute cushion over 11th place. So, top 5, unless something happens to them, it's out of reach. But a top 10, very much in our grasp. We might not stay in the position we're in, but wow, oh wow, oh wow. This is going well. I'm glad I opted to just ride GC and see what we could do instead of going for stages. With this series, we've won so many stages, so many races. I just...
One moment.
No. Your name is not Stages. But that was... Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. That really, really changes this race for us now. Not only did we squeeze into the top 15, or even just into the top 10, we were second in the under 25s behind Bernal, the race leader, and as a team we're up to 9th. And man, oh man, that was exciting. Exciting stuff. In terms of the schedule, there's only a couple races left after La Vuelta to focus on. World Championship, Team Time Trial, the biggest of them. Paris Tour, I think the only other race that I really want to feature at the end of the season. So we've got maybe 2 episodes left at this point. One to get all but the last couple stages of La Vuelta done, and then the last couple stages of that Team Time Trial and Paris Tour. And then this series is finished. But it's been a wild ride here in this race, and really excited that Hamilton is all the way up into 6th place. Yeah, I'll take it. Well, I'm Decathlon Gamer. That's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.